Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio and Bay State Savings Bank.
Coming up next on the Friday Night Football Frenzy, it's the playoffs. The top seed in Division III, the Wachusett Mountaineers, host the Shepherd Hill Rams. Get the scoreboard ready. St. John's travels to the General's Den to battle Doherty in a Division III showdown. In Division IV, Groton-Dunstable goes on the road looking to upset the second-seeded Tantasqua Warriors. And in Division VI, top seed Millbury welcomes Littleton to the Woolly Swamp. It's cold, it's November, it's the playoffs. To our victory stations, the frenzy begins right now.
Underclassmen, play your butts off. The seniors deserve it. Seniors, soak in the environment. Soak it in. Because you're only going to be out here tonight and next Friday under the lights. That's it.
That's the defensive coordinator, Steve Bachalia. Used to be the D coordinator over at Doherty. Now he's over at St. John's, and the two teams meeting tonight in a big playoff game.
Wow, Pitbull and Bachalia in an open. We're really cranking up the game.
And we have night games, and we have playoffs.
And we have Frost. Beautiful.
We're hitting on all cylinders.
It is playoff season. It is a big one tonight in the city.
Huge. Hitting on all cylinders. We're going to start at the General's Den, Foley Stadium, Commerce Bank Field. Frigid temperatures, but it didn't deter the crowd. St. John's fans were ready. The Doherty fans were ready. This was a great atmosphere. First quarter scoreless game. Richarno Hilton powers into the end zone. 7-0. St. John's in front. Then it's Hilton on their next possession with just a physical run. Richarno Hilton is a beast. Running over guys. Look at, just not going to be taken down.
Dude's doing the work.
Josh Brunel taking on his cousin Jay Brunel. Colin Schofield, both of their dads played football at Doherty. One, Steve, is still a coach at Doherty. Colin Schofield to Hilton. Fumbles. Emon Dennis, Johnny on the spot. Scoop and score. 14-0 St. John's. Sam LaValle. Second quarter, boots the field goal. Kevin Ty, the referee, former St. Peter Marian football and baseball star. Tigers still got it. 19-0 St. John's now. Schofield to Jay Brunel. Up top for the touchdown. 26-0 St. John's, and T. Boone's loving it in the background. Doherty answering. Gyron Vega. Vega finds the seam and explodes into the secondary. Good long run for Vega. A couple plays later, it is Vega. Land of 6. It's 26-6. The Highlanders are on the board. St. John's defense coming up big, though. The Pioneers forcing the fumble. Sam Padoni recovers for St. John's. And St. John's going to work. Schofield to Nick Corelli. Corelli down to the goal line. Fumbles, but he recovers his own fumble for the touchdown. There's the signal from Tiger. 34-6 St. John's. And they're going for two. Schofield to Brunel. Makes it 36-6. St. John's wins 55-14. Wachusett and Shepherd Hill. Second quarter, 7-0 the Hill. Gabe Dos Santos plows into the end zone, 14-0 Shepherd Hill. This is a big play in the game. 3rd and 20, late in the half. Dos Santos from the Wildcat picks up some blockers, gets down the sideline, gets a first down. That was a big first down run. They were pinned deep in their own territory. Same drive, 4 seconds left in the half. Brock Doobie with the field goal. 17-0 Shepherd Hill. And then a tradition unlike any other. The bonfire at halftime. I think half the town brought kindling wood and it all went up. It was unbelievable. 4th and 4. We needed the heat tonight. Seamus Higgins to Doug Kane. And Kane not going to go out easily. That was a huge stick on both sides. And it's a big first down for Wachusett. Caleb Marrero. Land of 6. It's 17-6. The PAT was blocked. Wachusett's down by 11. Then Wachusett blocks a punt. Angelo Smith recovers for the touchdown. It's 17-12. Mountaineers are pumped. The Badlands are pumped. They got confetti flying. Wachusett going for two. The Shepherd Hill defense bowing up. They hold the fort. Shepherd Hill wins the rematch tonight. 30-12 is your final.
All right, my turn. D6, Millbury and Littleton for the 3rd year in a row in the playoffs. First quarter, Millbury's Anthony Greenwich weaving his way through the defense. And Greenwich with speed will find the end zone. 6-0 Millbury. They met when he was a sophomore, lost the game. They met when he was a junior, lost the game. And now Richie Powderly trying to get another win for Littleton with a sack there. Millbury. Braden Lynn now scrambling for Littleton. Downfield, Parker Landfors is open. 35 plus on the throw and catch. It's Landfors finishing the drive in the second quarter with a touchdown. Littleton has a 7-6 lead. The Millbury defense putting on the pressure. Edwin Cochran Valentine is going to get to the quarterback. Wicked hit. That's in the end zone for a safety. It's 8-7 Millbury. Then it's Greenwich to Xavier Robles for the touchdown. 15-7 Woolies. Littleton looking downfield for an answer. Ben Smith is there, and they're making plays in the secondary. Smith with the pick to stall that drive. And it's Lynn showing just how good he is of an athlete. Shedding tacklers, getting around about 5 different guys, finally being brought down. Millbury, though, avenges and does some damage tonight. 21-21, the Woolies advance. Who do they meet? Tingsboro and Uxbridge, way up north. The northern fringes of Central Mass. First quarter, Tingsboro out fast. Tucker Carmichael finding his big tight end, Josh Lasofsky. Rumbles into the end zone, 7-0 Tigers. More from Carmichael. Finding Justin Huberty. Sean Grady answering my phone call. It's 14-0 Tigers. Tingsboro then keeps the offense and their attack going. Carmichael, beautiful ball to Huberty. In stride, 65 yards, 21-0 Tingsboro. After a fumble recovery deep in Uxbridge's territory, the Tigers capitalize. Carmichael to Lasofsky, the big target, is a big problem. 27-0 Tingsboro. No quit in the U, and we saw it last week at Millbury. Brendan Thompson powers in from 3 yards out, but Tingsboro advances to the D6 final, 37-14.
All right, you look at the games, and I'll start with the St. John's win at the General's Den Foley Stadium, and I look at what St. John's did, some little things. On the kickoff coverage, they had Jay Brunel, Emon Dennis, Richarno Hilton, and Antonio Stakely. Little, but it makes a big difference. One of the times they pinned Doherty deep in their own territory, and then they got a safety out of it. It's a little thing, but it adds up to a big result in a game like that. And then the Shepherd Hill offensive line was awesome, as they've been all year long.
Yeah, Ambrosia and the fellas up front are good and strong, and maybe Shepherd Hill's getting healthy at the right time. They've got a stable of running backs, and it was a shootout at the OK Corral in the first game with St. John's. That'll be fun. How about Millbury, though, Kev? They finally get over the mountain and topple Littleton. This year, it's do damage in the playoffs for those seniors for the Woolies, and they started out with a win here tonight.
And no substitute for senior leadership, and that's what Millbury has. They have great leaders in that senior class. Plenty more to come and plenty more playoff games, too, right after this.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then?
Benji! Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Make the grade. Join the anti-bully crusade. Who wants a bully for a friend?
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio.
The next step for you guys is to start taking circumferences. See where it's marked on beats 1 and 3 in that measure? Okay, good. Let's go one more time from the beginning. Here we go. Yeah. All right. Awesome.
Hi, I'm Rich Salmon, GM of Bertera Nissan. Come join us for our 2019 clearance event.
This is the all-new 2019 redesigned Nissan Altima, now available in all-wheel drive. Here we have the 2019 Nissan Kicks. Sporty, stylish, and incredibly fun to drive.
If you work for UMass, Fallon, St. Gobain's, Wyman Gordon, or any of Worcester's largest employers, we'll take care of you with an additional discount up to $500.
Bertera Nissan, Route 20, Auburn, Massachusetts.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Bertera Nissan of Auburn, the Bancroft School in Worcester, Milford Federal, Holy Cross Athletics, the Sullivan Group, Pucci's Fine Jewelry, Nichols College, Scott Lauder, and the Worcester office of Raymond James Investment, and the Central Mass Safety Council.
More playoff action. We got some good Division 4 games on tap for tonight.
Yeah, Division 4 features Groton-Dunstable, features Tantasqua, Fitchburg, and Neshoba. Wide open division. Let's take you down to Sturbridge. Here are the Warriors. They're the 2 seed, hosting Groton-Dunstable in the semis. First quarter, it's Ryan Sears. Stiff arm, oh, and Sears would break for another one. 26 yards to the house. Sears is a fiery kid.
He's fully warranted.
7-0. This Sears
All
isn't
Sears
closing.
products are.
This Sears is not closing. It is Kyle Boone and Matthew McCormick combining on a second. Then watch this, the linemen, they do a little belly bump.
All right.
Celebrate. Name your official. John Brunel, he just did some work at the Reynolds house today. Him and Hacksaw just chopping things up. Brunel's a man of all seasons. Here we go, second quarter. It's Sears powering forward. Not to be denied. He's in. 14-0 Tantasqua.
He did his work in the weight room, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
That's squats, lunges, all the lifts that aren't fun.
Groton-Dunstable would answer. Bradley T-Dites. Little screen out to Kyle Ploss. And Ploss doing some work behind his blocks up front. He's 3 for 6. It's 14-6. And the Crusaders' extra point attempt coming. And it is a fake conversion. Thomas Raymond goes in for 2. It's 14-8. And a little bit of momentum. A fourth down play later in the quarter. Dante Reno hits Liam Gore. And the Tantasqua Bull raging forward. He's down inside the 5-yard line. And then why not give it to him and then follow him through. Gore for a touchdown. He had a couple. He had 3, by the way. Sears had 3 touchdowns. Tantasqua wins 39-15.
We got Neshoba and Fitchburg. Fitchburg's defense getting coached up. Fitchburg's defense has been awesome all season long. With Neshoba backed up, the Fitchburg D bringing the pressure, stuffing the Neshoba run, and forcing a punt. Chieftains with the ball to start the second half. Dylan Arujo flies through the gap, and he stuffs the run. Then Fitchburg, anytime they really needed a spark, it's Angel Santiago, able to get him going, bouncing to the outside. Santiago with a huge run down the sideline inside Neshoba territory. 3rd and goal. Garano Negron able to fight his way into the land of 6. Giving his team the lead with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, 7-0. Red Raiders. The Chieftains coming back. Aiden Lee taking the end around. Aiden Lee cutting it back. He's got a first down. Here comes Neshoba, very next play. Neshoba going play action. Josh DiGeronimo hitting Jack Bonazzoli. Deep in Fitchburg territory, but the Red Raiders defense holds. Fitchburg wins 7-0, your final.
Quabbin and Oakmont. Here we go. This is D5, 4th and 3 for Oakmont. Xavier Dean finds a hole and picks up the first down for the Spartans. Same drive, they're in the red zone. Ball comes loose. Quabbin's defense makes a play. Gregory Burnett recovers. And here comes Quabbin. Second quarter, no, it's back to Oakmont. Colton Beausoleil hits Dean. The big man shedding some tackles. Look at Dean. He's a big dude. 7-0 Spartans.
Crank up that diesel.
Next Oakmont drive, they're throwing. It's picked up by Ben Way. And the senior from Quabbin taking it back. Quabbin's in business. A few plays later, Sam Capolino to Devin Thomas for 6. And Quabbin on the board. It's 7-6. They're going for 2. Oakmont D, though, bowing up and holding on to that lead at 7-6. The Spartans would respond. Dean gets the ball, and he's just lugging the mail. Some room to run. 30-yard gain down inside the 1-yard line. Next play, Beausoleil, the keeper. He's in. Spartans win 21-12.
Never drop kick the champions. St. Bernard's getting pumped up to take on Narragansett in a big playoff match. Narragansett's Phil DeLeon wasting no time as he trucks his way through a tackle and gets deep into Bernardian territory. DeLeon, the Bernardians defense, playing big though, as they trip up Damian Como on 4th down, forcing a turnover on down. The defense rests. St. Bernard's trying to get the chains moving. Nico Mancini setting the edge, gets outside for a big gainer to midfield. Then, tough snap. Ball gets away. Punter takes the knee. So it is a safety. 3rd and long now. Damian Como able to find Sam Turini. Turini's got a big first down and they keep the drive alive. 4th and goal. Somehow, some way, Como finds Matthew Corbeil. Corbeil to the end zone. He's in. An improbable touchdown. But St. Bernard's wins 34-30. The champs are still alive. Unbelievable. St. Bernard's, of course, had the great year last year.
Yep.
So tough to build off of that and continue off it. They do it tonight and come from behind fashion. That's a good win for the Saints.
You know, we talked senior leadership. Tantasqua's got a ton of seniors. They're big, they're physical. They fight off a pretty good team in Groton-Dunstable. And now it's Tantasqua and Fitchburg, a rematch from the regular season for the final.
And Fitchburg really turning their program around. The last 2 years, the Red Raiders have done really a 360. All right, plenty more to come on the Frenzy. Stay with us.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
Our company values are family values.
Committed to our clients and finding them the best solutions.
Committed to being independent.
Committed to our community. We live here, we work here, we volunteer here.
The Sullivan Insurance Group.
Committed to excellence.
Kevin, meet your father.
Kevin.
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 Trusted advice for life.
Kevin, how's your mom?
Thank you.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Providing our customers with the highest level of quality, service, and value. Poochie's Fine Jewelry, 205 West Boylston Street in West Boylston.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
Milford Federal Bank has been part of our community's history, honoring local traditions, supporting local causes, and caring about local issues since 1887. While many community banks have come and gone through the years, we're still here, committed to our loyal customers and the communities we serve. We're Milford Federal Bank, your community, your bank, your choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio and Bay State Savings Bank.
All right, plenty more football to play tonight and a lot of pride on the line. And this is one of the great things about this sport. You're working all week long for games that are mattering for pride and for the guys on the right and left of you in that locker room.
Yeah, and you know, you still beat a big program no matter what the year is. That's big for your guys and moving forward.
Westboro and Leominster is a great game, and it's a great matchup too. Two phenomenal bands. Let's just set the scene for you right here. Both bands coming together to put on a show. Second quarter, Leominster up 13-2. Handoff to Westboro's Kevin McCarthy. After a great run, he's stripped of the football. And then there's another fumble before Leominster's Eamon Durkin recovers. Second quarter now, Caden Constance finds Arlie Gillot, or Gillot, depends on where you're coming from, across the middle. Great run after the catch. And he finds the end zone. The G-Man is energetic after the score. 20-2, Leominster in front.
The officials look cold up there. They're all in bodysuits.
Hand off to Javi Rodriguez. And he somehow escapes a group of defenders. And Rodriguez still on his feet. Cuts it back, puts on the Jets. He's gone. What a touchdown run from Rodriguez. 28-2 Leominster. They go on to win 35-10.
Cold, blustery afternoon tilt. Algonquin traveling to North Middlesex. And here we go. Opening kick. Josh LeBlanc for the Patriots fielding it. And then bobbing and weaving and using some blocks. And LeBlanc with a big return into T-Hawk territory. As the sun sets in Townsend, it's Tim Burson getting to the outside. He's in on the sweep, 2-yard touchdown, 6-0 North Middlesex. The Gonk would answer, first play from scrimmage. His name is Rio, and he's rushing for the touchdown. Rio Ferguson, 45-yard score. And we are tied at 6. That for Pam Larson, our director, just to cheer up a little bit. Second quarter, Algonquin.
What are they doing at my desk?
Riley Greenwald hits Derek Blanchard for the score. 14-6 Algonquin. T-Hawks get the W, 30-20 the final.
I'm going to knock someone out. Don't mess with my desk. Shrewsbury and Grafton. That happened. That's Cam Diamond getting the Indians ready to take on Shrewsbury. First quarter scoreless game. TJ Morgera gets the call. TJ Morgera with a secret service of blockers in front, spins through a tackle, still on his feet. Morgera inside the Grafton 20 for a big first down. More from Shrewsbury, and they continue to do some work on the ground. That's old friend Clint Mills. You got old Clint Mills back there at quarterback. You just hand him the football and let that boy run. He gets inside the 10-yard line. Sounds like he should be playing in the SEC. We got old Clint Mills playing at Clemson. Where is he, at Alabama?
You sound
Two
like
plays
Zoomer.
later, it's Mills plunging in from a yard out. 6-0. I think the Pepsi Max is kicking in. Colonials, 2-point try. Morgera extending the defense. He crosses the goal line, 8-0 Shrewsbury. Second quarter action. Shrewsbury continuing their dominance on the ground. Mike Bonolo. Good blocking. Bonolo with a stiff arm, and then he takes off. One man to beat, gets a block. Bonolo cutting it back. Land of 6, 54 yards on the score. 16-0 Shrewsbury at the half. Colonials win 24-6.
They got some home run hitters in that backfield. All right, the official weather watchers of the Frenzy confirm it is indeed cold in Auburn tonight.
Those are cute kids.
Nipmuc at Auburn, third quarter, 19-0 Auburn on top. Nipmuc trying to get it on the board that Joe Aziz does with a touchdown. He arrives in touchdown town. 1 or 2. Let's go for 2. Judith Dishington to Lucas Bader. And Auburn still in front, 19-8, but Nipmuc chipping away. Ensuing drive, Griffin Hanfield on fourth down, connecting with Anthony Cintron. Cintron doing some things. Hard physical run down to the 10-yard line. Couple plays later, it's James Landry roaring into the end zone, 25-8. The Rockets win, 31-8, the final.
All right, we got Holy Name and Oxford. 8-8 the score to start the third quarter. Oxford driving. They hand it off to Nicholas Selling. Selling gets to the outside. Selling gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He's bumped out of bounds. Next play, they hand it off to Sam Wing. Samuel Wing into the end zone, breaks the play, and it's 14-8 Oxford in front. Next O-Town possession, it's the defensive Holy Name coming up big. Brett Pullman, QB1, playing a good two-way game. He goes up and picks it off, and he's fired up. Holy Name defense coming up with another turnover. Cormac Trainer strips the ball, and Malachi Brown recovers. Now it's going forward on fourth down. Pullman gets the fourth down and gets a whole lot more. Then it's Pullman. Airing it out to Andrew Debs. Debs swarmed by the Pirates defense. Good gang tackle there. Next Holy Name drive. Fumble on the snap. Recovered by Wing. Holy Name comes back to get the win tonight. 20-14 your final. Joe Pittarino and the gang are all fired up.
Oh, look at that guy. He's back. David Prouty in
That's
air.
good air time.
Oh, he deserves it. Second quarter, David Prouty's up 6-0. Air Shirley looking to strike. Logan Walker to Owen Uyusaji for the touchdown, and we are tied at 6. Second quarter, it's Prouty's Zach Payne finding Nick McNamara. And Mac, with some speed, he's got a big gainer. Prouty still going. Steven Gustafson, he's going to get the ball. He's going to start trucking. Oh, short gain, but a physical gain, and we salute the black and blue game. Prouty's Payne finding Eric Reese for the touchdown. David Prouty gets the W, 38-12.
Reese, a big one on Halloween. Always one of the most popular.
Yes, a favorite.
North and Bay Path. First play of the game. It's a toss to the running back. Jamar Torres. He throws it complete to Jonathan Nussey. Big gain. However, Bay Path would have to punt. Now, first North drive. It's 4th down. Low snap. Punter's going to tuck it and run. And the punter.
Oh.
Punter man gets a first down.
Hey, punter man.
Scoreless first quarter. First play of the second quarter, Tyler Gillespie for the touchdown. Next Bay Path drive. Keegan Spring. Springs to the outside. Old school stiff arm. Spring coming right into your living room. Spring just taking some abuse, but he just bounces right up. That's a big poke.
For abuse.
Next play, it's the QB keeper, Michael Keeler. He runs it in. Bay Path gets the win 36-6. Here's your final.
Southbridge hosting St. Peter Marion under the lights at McMahon Field, and they are up 22-0. Second quarter, Carlos Morales Miranda behind Juan Tula Rojas and Big Ben Lazo.
All right.
And a big run for Morales Miranda. He's taken down to the 22-yard line. Next play, it's Alex Torres. Cuts one way and then cuts back, and he's going to cruise to the end zone. 28-0. Southbridge. Pioneers go for 2. They go to Big Ben, and Lazo trucks in for the 2-point conversion. It's 30-0.
Look at him. He's a friend of the program.
Oh,
That's a big
he knows.
dude.
There comes SPM coming back. Jackson Burden to Mason Sigalis. Look at that catch. One-handed play. SPM is in business. But the Southbridge D could make a play here. They're looking to get into the end zone. Pressure coming. It's Morales Miranda. High points the football for the interception. Southbridge wins 37-6.
Turn back the clock on the unis. I love them. Hey, tomorrow we got a great one for you at Fit and Field. We're coming to you live at high noon. It is Holy Cross Lafayette. Crusaders could clinch a share of first place in the league with a win tomorrow and a couple other things happening in the league, which would be historic. This early in the season, still a couple games left, and again, it's a big couple steps. But hey, they were second place last year in the league and a shot at first this year. Incredible.
You're talking about it. They're not.
No.
And that's where they don't want to be talking about it. But it's a big one for Holy Cross tomorrow. Look at some of these games here in this block. Southbridge gets a win over St. Peter Marion. They've been working so hard all year, and Frank Kumanelis' bunch gets a big, hard-fought victory over SPM. Big Ben Lazo enjoying it tonight with his teammates in those throwback unis in Southbridge.
I love it. Ben Lazo's a good friend of the program.
Yeah.
Holy Name's another one, too. Holy Name, big thing for them is getting a winning record, and they're building that program. Another win tonight, another step towards getting a winning record. All right, plenty more to come. Man of the match when we return.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
It's easy to bully, but the really strong help others. Just say no to bullying.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then? Benji!
Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally. Man of the Match is presented by Scott Lauder and the Worcester office of Raymond James Investment.
Man of the match time. My man of the match goes to Shepherd Hills' Anthony Orienti. The running back had 3 touchdowns, and as a defensive linebacker, he was all over the field, stuffing the run. Anthony Orienti, my man of the match tonight from Shepherd Hill.
Tantasqua's Ryan Sears, 153 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a force on defense as well. Ryan Sears, man of the match for the Warriors.
It's going to be a fun rematch, the St. John Shepherd Hill rematch a week from tonight. If you look at Oriente was hurt in the first half of that game when they played the first time and broke records for scoring.